Tonight, we say farewell to a Bahamian legend, more healthcare professionals to be added to the system, and a mega resort dishes a hefty donation. Good evening, everyone. I'm Leah Cooper with your JCN News for this Friday, January 7th. The country grieves tonight as trailblazing Oscar-winning actor and philanthropist Sir Sidney Poitier has died. With more, we go to our Tyler Simonet.
A tragic day in the Bahamas as beloved Bahamian actor, film director, author, and former ambassador Sir Sidney Poitier has passed away at the age of 94. His death was confirmed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs Fred Mitchell. Sidney Poitier was born February 20th, 1927, to Evelyn and Reginald Poitier, Bahamian tomato farmers. He was born in Miami, Florida, but grew up in the Bahamas and lived on Cat Island until the age of 10. He then moved to Nassau, Bahamas. Sir Sidney was the first Black and first Bahamian man to win an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1964. He has had 2 further Academy Award nominations, 10 Golden Globes nominations, 2 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, 6 BAFTA nominations, 8 Laurel nominations, and 1 Screen Actors Guild Awards nomination. He is the author of 3 best-selling autobiographical books, This Life, The Measure of a Man, a spiritual autobiography, and Life Beyond Measure, Letters to My Great-Granddaughter. Sir Sidney was made an honorary Knight Commander of the Order of the British Empire by Queen Elizabeth II in 1974. In 2009, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the United States' highest civilian honor. And the bridge to Paradise Island was named after the Oscar-winning actor in 2012. Prime Minister Philip Davis held a virtual press conference on the passing of the Bahamian giant, and he says that even as we mourn, we celebrate the life of a great Bahamian and a cultural icon.
We admire the man not just because of his colossal achievements, but also because of who he was, his strength of character, his willingness to stand up and be counted, and the way he plotted and navigated his life's journey. The boy who moved from the tomato farm of Cat Island to become a waiter in the United States. The young man who not only taught himself to read and write, but who made the expression of words and thoughts and feelings central to his career. The man who expressed his rage against racial injustice through quiet dignity. The humanitarian who used his steely determination not just to better himself, but to better the world that he lived in, filtered through the milk of human kindness.
Prime Minister Davis says that Sir Sidney achieved all of these great accomplishments without sacrificing his integrity, charm, elegance, or wit.
These things don't come easily, but the fight can be good. Your peers don't give you an Oscar, you win an Oscar. Success is not a given, but it can come to those who translate talent into craft and perseverance. As Sir Sidney said himself, in his autobiography, you don't have to become something you are not to be better than you were. This is the mark of the man. In our national anthem, we remind ourselves to see how the world marks the manner of our bearing. Sir Sidney's bearing upon the world shines as among the best of us. Our country is in mourning.
Sir Sidney is survived by his wife, 6 daughters, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. We here at JCN News extend condolences to his family and as the entire Bahamas mourns the loss of an icon. For JCN News, I'm Tyler Simonet.
Thanks, Tyler. More healthcare professionals and infrastructure are to be added to the public healthcare system to help fight the rise in COVID-19 cases in the Bahamas. This much coming out of the Office of the Prime Minister's weekly press briefing. OPM Press Secretary Clint Watson telling reporters this much.
We've opened 4 tents at the Princess Margaret Hospital. We are building capacity not only in infrastructure, but also manpower. We've asked the Department of Public Health to lend us nurses to ease the burden felt because of those medical professionals in quarantine. We've had success with that as well. We've also reached out to 12 Bahamian doctors who will be engaged to support the staff at the Princess Margaret Hospital. And 50 nurses are expected from Cuba by next week to assist in the fight.
At the last cabinet meeting, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville told reporters that some 130 health officials were out due to COVID-19 here in New Providence and Grand Bahama.
Futuristically, there are partnerships that are being discussed in discussions now. Prime Minister and some of his advisors held a call earlier this week to talk about new healthcare facilities that are needed and upgrades. The government of the Bahamas is now in negotiations with private partners to help build capacity at our healthcare institutions across the Bahamas. And of course, we'll give you further details on that, but we can expect better management, operation, and revenue from our institutions in the near future, as well as additional institutions. All of those are in discussions now.
At last count, there was a total of 27,122 positive cases in country with 84 hospitalizations. Meantime, health officials confirm an additional 421 new cases of COVID-19 on Wednesday, January 5th. 378 cases confirmed on New Providence, 139 of them with a history of travel, 33 on Grand Bahama, 10 with a history of travel, 4 on Exuma, 2 on Long Island, 1 of them with a history of travel, 1 case each on Abaco and Bimini and Catkey, and 2 cases with the locations pending. The national total now stands at 27,122. Active cases now at 4,222, 84 of which are in hospital. 80 patients in hospital are considered moderately ill. 4 are in intensive care at this time. The death toll remains at 717, with 37 deaths under investigation. 29 recoveries were also reported that day, pushing total recoveries to 21,993. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.